everyone, my name is Olivia and I'm the artist of Darumaru, and I thought we would have a little art hangout as I prepare my new products. I'm going to be packing them up, but they're these mystery temporary tattoos. They include 5 different tattoos. They are all Ghibli themed, so you have your one guaranteed on the front because I thought that would still be like good, so you kind of know what you're getting, and then there's going to be 4 more on the back to make 5. But I thought we could kind of just hang out, enjoy the music, some candle time as I pack these up. So why don't we get started? So that's kind of what it looks like. So I'm going to put that to the side. I'm going to light a little candle. There we go. I'm going to put that over here though. And so I designed the backing cards myself. So we have plenty of those. And we'll need to punch them as well, the corners. And then when I go ahead and do this area, I'm going to include this because these like little, the back part, the plastic, they can get very staggy, so I learned this little trick. So I'm just going to prepare just the workstation. A little bit. Oh my goodness. We'll see what I mean. It'll come together. And now I'm going to put some double-sided tape, and you'll see what this does for us a little later. Okay, and then we have some sleeves as well. I'll put that aside. And then our actual tattoos. So I have a lot of designs. I kind of went a little crazy, but like there's Totoro, there's the little blue one slash, I think he's a little more gray in the actual movies, but we have Uta, we have the cat from, oh no, that's Moon from Whisper of the Heart. They're the same cat, I think, but the designs are a little different. Actually, I'm just going to move this out of the way so we have more space. Kiki and his girlfriend. We have the little Totoro there. We have a bunch of kodamas because I'm personally obsessed with kodamas. We have so many. Let me know what your favorite one of all of these designs are. We have the cat returns. We Prince Loon. Of course, we have our little soot sprites. We have Ponyo, more kodamas. We have Kiki. We have Gigi's mug. We have the little squirrel fox from Nausicaa. We have Haku. Okay, and that seems to be it. We have the train from Spirited Away. This is Kiki's, like, I think son, which also just looks like, not Kiki, Gigi, but also just looks like Gigi. And then we have more kodamas, so give me a second, actually. Okay, so those are all the designs. I wanted to show that, but we can focus on maybe just punching these cards first and then putting them in the sleeves, and we'll do that for a little bit. But I designed these little backing cards myself. I designed them and printed them through Smart Press, which some issues here and there with them, but overall, I do think I like them, and their customer service has been very good about when I've had some issues with them. So, and they also have a little reward point account that, you know, the more you buy with them, the more points you get that you can then use as a discount on future orders. Which, I'm not sponsored by them. I just want, I don't know, just sharing where I get my stuff made might help somebody else. But that's who I use as Smart Press for a lot of my backing stuff like this. Because I think overall, for me at least, it's worth saving all the time and effort to print these out myself and to cut them out myself. I don't have a cutter. I've heard good things about like Silhouette, or I think maybe it's called a Cameo or something, or maybe it's the Silhouette Cameo. It might be literally the same exact machine, but I don't have a cutting machine, so I would have to buy one if I wanted to make these myself and then cut them out. Well, I guess I wouldn't have to have a cutting machine. I could do it with a like guillotine hand. I also don't have one of those either. So I used to, but the blade does not cut straight anymore. It bent somehow. I'm not sure how, but I don't have that anymore, so I need to get a new one if I am going to do that. So I hope people still like temporary tattoos, because I think they're super fun, and they were a product on Vogue Race that I saw, and that's basically the main manufacturer that I use for all my products. I have a really great rep that I work with, and it honestly all depends on what rep you have, in my opinion, and how well or not you not stick up for yourself, but like communicate with your rep goes a long way to how well your products, I think, turn out quality wise. But anyway, I saw these on Vogue Race as a new product, and I thought that they were so cool, so I went ahead and tried them, and I was so pleased with them that I ordered a bunch, as you guys can see. Okay. I also love rounding the little corners as well. I do it for the same thing for my Pokemon mystery packs as well. I'm gonna do a couple more, and then I think that's a lot for a video. So if I want to do more, we could do more, but I think this is a good amount. My favorite Studio Ghibli movie, personally, is Princess Mononoke. I have a very good, which it was my favorite growing up too. And even though it's really graphic, I don't know, I felt that the world was like really, really cool. I liked how badass the female characters were, including like San, including the head honcho of Irontown, Eboshi, I think, Lady Eboshi, and also like the wolf mom, Mara maybe is her name, but I thought they were all really cool. I also really liked Yakul, the deer. I thought he was really sweet, so I just ended up really, really liking it. I also really liked Spirited Away, because who didn't, but I think I wouldn't count it as my favorite, especially growing up, because I was really scared of it. I couldn't watch it for a very long time because I was scared of No Face. I was scared of him eating people, and I was confused about how he was like a shadow kind of character, but then he became liquid later, and he was like all gooey and stuff. So I think that really confused me. So I was like, okay, I'm not. That's too scary. I don't. It doesn't make sense. So I don't understand it. I can't watch it. So it took me probably, honestly, until maybe high school or college to give it another go around, and obviously now I love it. We're probably gonna use all of these, I would think. We can start putting these in sleeves. So, along with selling your own stuff, there's so many monotonous tasks that take, honestly, hours to do. And I thought, but they're like monotonous and a little tedious, but in a good way, in a very relaxing way. So I thought it would make for a fun little art hangout and maybe give people ideas of what to expect when they start their own art business. But this is one of them, where you have to put backing boards into, well, you don't have to, it's just if you decide to sell your products this way, but into plastic sleeves, and sometimes it can take a couple hours to do, especially if you do it really badly like me right now. There we go. I'm gonna start selling these at shows, and then also restocking a couple of stores that I'm in. Oh, I guess it's just, there you go. I'm in a place called, oh my god, why am I blanking? Beetlebug in Ohio, and I really need to restock with them. But this order, I had a very large order of Bull Grace, and there's some back and forth. I think there were some tariff issues. There was, for some reason, my card had declined. I don't know why, but it didn't go through, but it looked like it went through, and so I think my rep was waiting on me to pay it, and I thought she was making me some samples for a couple things, and we just miscommunicated, but it ended up taking like 3 months longer. So I was like, well, I'm gonna send them a restock to Ohio once I get all my new products in, and then it had been months since I was able to do that. So I really need to get these packed and send a bunch of stuff their way. But this is one of my new products. I'm also doing sticky notes as well, which maybe I can show you in a second. Once I get this guy in. But I am doing sticky notes. I did a couple Minecraft and Stardew Valley themed ones that I just thought was really cute. Chickens from Stardew Valley, the mushrooms from Minecraft, chickens from clearly I like chickens and tulips from Minecraft, the bumblebee and sunflowers and tulips from Minecraft. I did an Enderman, it was really cute, and then the creeper. So I did a couple of these, and I'm selling them as well, but those are a new product, and I'm very excited about them, and I think they came out really great. So yeah, just a couple of like little shop updates. I also, let's see, made these labels for them as well. that I thought was really cute. I wanted to make sure that they were still small because, you know, you want to see the actual design. That's the most important part. But you know what they are because it says sticky notes, and then there's 50 sheets in every single sticky note. So I thought that was really fun. But I made these labels and ordered them also from Smart Press. So, because to be honest, the more I think that you can order from one manufacturer, the better. Of course, I would never sacrifice quality to do that, but you do save on shipping. It's easier to organize. It's better to also organize like your receipts as well, because obviously, you know, trying to make sure this is fit, trying to make sure you keep your receipts for your products is super important as a business so that you can deduct appropriately when taxes come, which I just did, and I'm sure everyone just did, because taxes were due a couple of weeks ago / a week ago, depending on when this video comes out. But for anyone new here, my name is Olivia and I'm the artist of Darumaru. That's my shop. That's my URL. That's my QR code. And I do a lot of Japanese inspired art prints, including, you know, involving a lot of culture, or when I used to live in Japan for a little bit when I was in college, and I include a lot of my favorite characters in a lot of my art prints. Obviously a lot to do with Ghibli, but also Pokemon, and I also do some Japanese food related things, or mythology like yokai and stuff, because I think those are really cool. And yeah, and cats. I also I do a lot of cats because I love cats. I have a cat. Her name is Nami, and I do a lot of cats related art prints as well. But that's just me as an artist, and I thought I would introduce myself a little bit, because to be honest, I'm not sure if I ever really did on any of my videos before. And now I think I'm maybe 10 long form videos in, so it might be nice to kind of talk about that a little bit, I guess. I also game. I haven't really included any games on my channel yet because it's a little nerve-wracking, to be honest. And I've tried to do kind of one. I tried to do Call of the Lamb, but I couldn't figure out the setup very well, and I ended up kind of missing some parts, and it was my first playthrough ever, so I wanted to keep all of it together, and I don't know, like, I ended up losing the file or it got corrupted or something, but I'm not sure if, like, I don't know, I'd have to check, but first I didn't post it. But that was like one thing. But Call of the Lamb is really cute and really fun. I enjoyed playing it, and I'm still playing it every now and then. I also just got a Switch, so I've been playing the poop out of Animal Crossing. A lot of my friends also play Animal Crossing, but I also play, I also want to play Pokopia, and obviously Stardew Valley. But I like a lot of those cozy games, but I also play a lot of I guess not as cozy games, I play Halo. I really like Halo. That was actually one of the first, that was I think the first PC game I ever really played, and I mostly play on the PC as opposed to a console. Except now the Switch 2 because of Animal Crossing. But I play a lot of Halo. I used to play some Marvel Rivals, but our friend group kind of moved on from that, I think, a little bit. I also play, what else? I mean, I play a lot. Soul Mask. I really like Soul Mask right now. Me and my partner are playing it right now, and we've played a couple of iterations of it, but the DLC just came out, and it's called Shifting Sands, and it's like an Egyptian desert DLC themed, and it's really cool. We're really enjoying it right now, so that's kind of been our obsession, the Soul Mask. I've tried really like older games that are kind of weird, maybe. I don't know if people know about it, but it's called Supreme Commander. I tried that. That was really stressful though. Oh my god. The strategy and the constant thinking and stuff with that game was very interesting. But I also played some Supreme Commander. I've played a couple of the Star Wars games. I played WoW a little bit. What else? I don't know. I'm willing to try basically like any game. Outlast, I played a little bit. I like really open world. Far Cry Primal was probably my favorite game for a while. But I grew up playing a lot of Nintendo and had a DS and a Game Boy, so it wasn't until I met my partner that I started playing on PC, and it took me a really long time, and still is taking me quite a while to like kind of still get used to the PC, but I do think I am a bit better. But it wasn't until then that I started playing those games, and I even bought my own PC gaming setup, although my boyfriend had to help me figure out how to set that up, and he's really great at that stuff, so he did that for me. Very sweet, as well as my roommate helped as well. But now I play basically exclusively on PC. Do you guys have any games that you guys like in particular, or would like to see me play at all? Because I would kind of love to stream some of the games that I play. I just need to kind of figure out like what that would be and how it would work, but I did put that in my description, but we'll see. Okay, here's the really fun part now, is I get to, so okay, I have so many designs, Jesus. I'm going to start putting them down and organizing. Maybe I should do this first. Maybe I'll just do 5 at a time. But we can pick out which ones we want to put in. This is honestly the most exciting part of this. If you guys can even see that though, I'm gonna do this so you guys can see what I'm doing. double check. Yeah, okay. And I'll put one more here. Two more, I guess. Do that. Let's do two more because you guys can see that, so still need to figure out the best way to kind of see the screen while I'm doing these, but okay, great. I have so many Kodama's designs because, again, I'm obsessed, so I'll make sure to... I didn't order as many of each one, probably like 10, maybe 15 of each, it looks like, maybe 20. So I'll just do it this way. Oh, we love Ponyo. So we're gonna put 5 on each. I'm trying to decide also how many I want to send to Ohio. I might send, I'm thinking 30 packs maybe? I think 30 packs would be nice. The Rash Spirit. Oh, we love the Rash Spirit. I like how in the elevator scene, when she kind of first, she first really meets him, we see he gets so detailed. And I remember being like, oh my god, you really see a lot. And I thought that was such a funny thing to kind of do. Let's choose Sophie. Sophie and Jean. Which is the dog's name, in case you were wondering, because I had to look that up. But I also find Heen to be adorable, so I want to know his name. I think these are so cool. I hope people have fun with these. The chicken from Spirited Away. I think these are so cute. How do I open you? If you're new to my channel, this is the cat from Arietti. If you're new for my channel, you'll know that I do a lot of pack openings, and this is honestly also seems like a pack opening kind of video, which is very fun. Go. Totoro. So cute. I did him with this little horn whistle, whatever you call this. he get in there? That was weird. Okay, well he can go somewhere. He can go right there. Put 3 Toros in here. Okay. None of them have 5 yet. So I'm trying to make sure I'm doing it by character and then also by color as well. There's maybe no repeats of the colors either. Let's get Cowpus in here. I think it's really cute that for people who don't know much about Studio Ghibli and don't know about Kappas, they have asked me if that's like Cheshire Cat, which I find very cute. Okay. So I need 3 more for here. Let's do a light blue for this one. We put Muta in this. No face. That's a different type of bag. Let's put no face here. We can put no face there. Maybe we'll wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's do a rice. An onigiri. Some rice balls from Spirit Away. Please. I wasn't even getting at the right part. Let's do rice ball there. Oh, let's do green pancakes. Do one here. Do one here. Let's put a green as well. Green there. So that's 5. That's 4. This one's down to Kodama. Let's put a red Kodama into this one. There we go. And I think. Oh! I think each of these, but one more here. Let's put the forest spirit there. That'd be cute. Forest spirit. Okay, each of them should have 5 now. So now we can make our little packs. I'm gonna put him in here. Okay, this might not stay the way I need it to. Okay, so there's 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. No dupes. And then here's the magic. See how... Oh, that always gets me. But I saw somebody say put either double-sided tape or just in general, if you put something sticky down like that, then you can just stick it on there and not have to worry about it. And I thought that person was genius, and I thought that was amazing. So, oh look, now we have 2. Very cool, very cool. Okay, let's do. Oh, I did 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's take a rice ball out then. Let's do the Cheshire Cat for this one. Fix-It Sprite. I also did try these on my skin. I think they turned out super well, and I was very pleased with them. There we go. They are definitely like temporary, kind of like kids tattoos, right? Like they're not gonna be on you for a week, especially if you're an adult. It's like doing a bunch of things all the time or whatever, but they will last you probably a couple of days. And again, but they come on super pigmented, and I don't know, just kind of like a fun, like silly little I didn't do this right. Okay, that's why I was confused. Yes, because I want the fold over to be you can fix this. No, please. I hate waste. Don't want to have to. I do that for right now. Perfect. Okay. And I'll put the mysteries in the back. And the same front. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Goes over there. Let's do no face in the front. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 in the back. Let's put him in the front. Because I want, oh wait, no, let's put him in the front. I want people to see the variety also of like what they could get as well. So they kind of know what they're buying. So, because I was going back and forth about how to kind of do these like little mystery packets, especially when you don't, I'm not going to be there. I'm not like these, I mean obviously when I sell some of them at my table I'll be there. But some of them I won't because it'll be on shelves. So I can't show people necessarily what they're gonna get. I can't talk to them about it, so I did try to make it kind of obvious maybe what they're getting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this little Totoro. This little bag. Okay, well, that's quite a couple now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we made 10 together, and I hope that, oh, sorry, I hope that was kind of fun to see some behind the scenes stuff. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope to see you guys later. Bye!